Hello dear viewers, my name is Nino and today we're taking a closer look at the Cubot R9. The R9 currently goes for around €75 and it offers some interesting specs when you consider its super low price. We have a MediaTek MT6580 processor inside, 4 cores, each clocking at 1.3 GHz. The GPU is a Mali 400 with 2 cores inside, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded with a micro SD card. And the cool thing here is yet again that we can use 2 SIM cards simultaneously and a micro SD card. So it's not one of those stray situations where we have to sacrifice one SIM card in order to be able to install a micro SD card. Moving on, it's a 5-inch screen. The screen is a 720p resolution, so it's not going to be very big and the resolution is not very high, but that is good because we only work with 2600 mAh battery, and due to the small screen size and the lower resolution, we're going to be able to squeeze out a full day of work using this phone. The cameras are 2. At the back we have a 13 megapixel one, in the front we have a 5 megapixel one, and the cool thing about the front camera is that we actually have a front facing flash, which is very rare. Another thing that I like is that this phone actually does come with a notification LED, and of course we do have a fingerprint sensor. If we take a look at the device itself, we'll see that we have Android 7.0. You see that we still have quite a lot of space available on the phone even after I've installed some applications, so you will be able to use this even without a micro SD card. When it comes to the fingerprint sensor, you're going to notice that the sensor actually works very well. It does seem to unlock the phone fairly fast, but it is at the back of the phone, so that's a bit of a pain and takes some getting used to. I'm personally not a fan of those sensors that are at the back of the phone, but I do like that it's a bit bigger. Another thing you'll notice is that the touch buttons in the front of the phone are sadly not illuminated, so you're going to have to get used to their position. When using this phone, you're going to notice slowdowns from time to time, and this is due to the hardware not being on top of the line, and honestly with such a low price tag, this is kind of to be expected. However, still it can at times be annoying, as you saw for example in the zoom in demonstration. It can sometimes just take a bit longer. You won't have actual freeze moments, but the response times can be longer. This is however not something that you'll be having constantly, but rather if you overdo it and start too many applications at once or things like that, and it can be remedied by just closing some of those applications in the back. While we do have 2 GB of RAM, it still can be pretty heavy on the phone due to the limited processing power coming from the processor itself. Of course, you will be able to do most of the things you want to do with a phone like this, but with only 22,000, we're still below the magical 24,000 number, meaning that you should be able to compromise if you want to go with this phone. When it comes to the cameras, they are just awful. Both the front and the back cameras deliver terrible pictures. They're, I would even say, bad for this price class. The HDR just makes everything even worse. And unfortunately, if you pay attention to the screen, you're going to notice that we only have 2 touch screen here. So that means that your screen will recognize a maximum of 2 touches at the same time. If you go with more fingers, it's just either going to ignore them or go crazy. Here a demonstration with Fruit Ninja, as you can see, just recognize it 2 touches simultaneously and no more. This however can be very annoying. If you watch my other videos, I've given examples, but for example when you write something, if you use your thumbs to write and you hold your phone in a specific way, the palm of your hand might be close to the screen might assume that you are now pressing with the 3rd finger and go nuts. This happens on this phone as well, and it's just really annoying. For me, it's an absolute deal breaker, although this phone generally is okay for this price. So it's a difficult situation here. Should I recommend this for you? Honestly, I'd rather tell you don't spend a bit more and buy something nicer, but if this is for someone who really isn't that much into smartphones or is still learning like a kid or an older person, that'd be absolutely fine. If you're interested in this phone, take a look in the description of this video. I'll have a link to the phone available there, and I would like to thank you for watching my video and have a great day.